Hello and welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. You could consider this to be part 21, or alternatively, this is the Dark Watch Chapter 1. This is the continuation of the HELLRAISER Boom comic series that I started a good few weeks ago. Part 1 is linked down below, by the way, and they're all in their individual playlist. Boom Comics took a break for quite a few years since the end of the last episode, which was on Friday, to this new comic. So please do keep that in mind. I know a lot of people actually believe that that was the end of the comic and there were no further issues, but there actually is. So, that being said, let's dive right into it. What's your pleasure, sir? The box, of course. What else would I be here for? A man holds up some cash, gives it to the bum, and he sits in a darkened room and plays with the box. His fingers touch the intricate patterns, and the gold inlay begins to shine. He moves his fingers once more, persuaded by the light. The dark delights he has so been promised. And it moves, it shifts, it opens up, and a beam of electricity shines on his face. Ah, yes, there. And in the dark room, the wall cracks open. A gust of wind cools him, pulls him down the dark corridor that he sees now before him. Hello? Hello? Is there anyone in there? He walks forward. I was told there would be a welcoming party. Alright. Fine. He sees no one in the corridor. Fine then. The Lord helps those, etc., etc. And he puts on his suit jacket and walks down into the darkness. As he reaches the end, he sees a gateway. Horrors, chains, a room, a man obliterated. The damned are here. But where are all the demons? And he continues down, a man with purpose, seeking out the Cenobites. Hello? His words echo off the corridors of the labyrinth. And then someone comes up behind him, a familiar voice. Hello? What's going on here? When I solved the box, I was told a group of Cenobites would exit hell to greet me. You know of our order and our devotions, and yet you came here of your own free will. Who are you? Who seeks hell with open eyes? It's the female Cenobite. I'm a theologian. I've studied hell all my life. Now I wish to see the truth of it. You reek of sin, theologian. You hardly needed to seek out hell. You would have reached here sooner or later. Oh, I'm afraid it would have been sooner. Liver cancer, you see. I always did enjoy wine a touch too much. I only had a few months to live. Better to leave while the party's still going and come here on my terms. Female walks off and calls to him. Indeed. Come then. We have such sights to show you. This is the pit. And they stand before the mighty pit of hell, the fleshy lumps of the damned down below them. Great God in heaven, these are the damned who came here the old-fashioned way, yes? Souls who died in sin, rather than opening a puzzle gate like I did. Why the difference? Why torture some of the damned in the labyrinth but leave the rest here? For most, being in hell is punishment enough. Their sins are banal, their desires commonplace. We pluck only the juiciest sinners for special attention in the labyrinth. Is this my fate then? Eternity in the pit? Strange that I'd be disappointed to find out I wouldn't be tortured. I suppose I felt my sins were special. I'm aware of them. The damned have grown restless following recent events. Watch out! 3 souls begin running behind the man and female. They wield weapons. They spotted us. Go now! For Captain Spencer! He wields a scythe. He brings it up, ready to cut the man's throat. And the chains obliterate him. Michael! Jesus, Michael! Spencer is many things, the female says. Saviour is not among them. I speak as one who knows. Everyone feels their transgressions are unique, theologian. But no, you aren't bound for the pit. Your fate lies elsewhere. When we last saw Kirsty Cotton and Elliot Spencer, Leviathan had placed them in an orb. The same orbs that the man now stares at. Where are we? What are these balls? Hell's tortures are many. Some are of the body, but others are of the mind. And as she says that, we see inside the orb Kirsty Cotton and Elliot Spencer. Savour the pain, Kirsty Cotton. It will be the last sensation you'll ever truly feel. Kirsty Cotton stands there, lacerations on her skull, pins being planted in. She's reliving the moment she became the High Priestess of Hell. But she notices something. Wait, there's someone here. There is no one here, Kirsty. Just you, me, and Leviathan. Shut the fuck up, Spencer. Someone's here, invisible, and watching. She can see the man. Oh. Ah, who are you, little ghost? You aren't supposed to be here. This isn't how it happened. This isn't real. We've done this before, And then the female Cenobite knocks the orb out of the man's hand and puts it back down. That was unwise. You could have become trapped inside the memory sphere, alongside those it imprisons. That was Elliot Spencer and Kirsty Cotton, Hell's last 2 high priests. If they're trapped here, who's ruling Hell? None of this makes sense. I expected to learn about Hell from the end of a meat hook, not have a guided tour with a Cenobite as my Virgil. What's changed here? Perhaps you require a different perspective on the question. As she walks up the stairs to look over the labyrinth. That's Leviathan. The god your order worships, patron of order and pain, to see it with my own eyes. Yes, it truly is an honour to gaze upon the Lord of the Labyrinth. What's that coming towards us? The new Cenobite army, Leviathan's Crusaders. What? The Cenobites are on the march? Then this hasn't been a tour. It's been a briefing. Hell is recruiting, isn't it? Your questions are so many, but all have one answer. No Cenobites took you by force when you opened the gateway, for that has been deemed entrapment now. Souls must walk into Hell of their own free will. You see, Hell is, what are your words? Under new management. Oh, yes, I see. Well, D'Amour. That's Harry D'Amour. I never thought I'd see the day. Private detective turned exorcist turned Lord of Hell? That's quite the career path, Harry. Marchetti. And here we see Harry D'Amour, sat atop a skinless beast, a warhorse, Hell's warhorse. This is the new priest of Hell. This man is an assassin. Soldiers, protect me. Priestess, what the fuck are you doing bringing this killer right to me? My lord, he claimed to be a theologian. He's a theological assassin. Daru Marchetti, aka the Cankerist. I ran into him in New York one time when I was hunting a chachat. His order, the Via Crucis. They're supposed to take their orders directly from the Vatican. Or maybe from Pandemonium. But if he's here to kill me, that answers the question of his allegiance. Oh, don't be simple, Harry. There are many hells. Of all people, you should know that. You used to fight the Gulfs, not serve them. And in fact, I'm here to send a message about that. And he pulls out a blade. But with that, instantly, the female Cenobite sends hooks and chains. But they don't do anything. They just bounce off him. A force field of protection surrounds this man. Please, I took you for professionals. Pay me the same courtesy. Cenobites surround the man, each with their individual weapon. One strikes down. But it's no use. The force field is there, strong, holding. And with that, he sends his blade through the skull of the beast. And into another. Down they go. He hacks another skull. Crusaders, withdraw now. He's protected. Would I walk in here if I wasn't? This talisman renders me immune to Hell's influence. The man holds up what looks like rosary beads with a crucifix on the end. But in an instant, bullets purge through his flesh and the talisman falls. Harry's holding the gun. Thanks for clearing that up. A gun? The entirety of Hell's power at your fingertips and you still won't part with your tiny pistol? It gets the job done. How about we get this over with, so I can get back to my work? Gladly. He charges with the blade. The female steps in. A hook on a chain rips through his hand. He drops the blade now, into his other. Harry! Damn you, D'Amour! Harry summons a chamber. There's plenty for everybody. Female, using the chains, pushes him, propels him along into the chamber. You honestly think you're the one in control here, D'Amour? You're a puppet, and Leviathan's pulling your strings. Think, Harry. Why would Leviathan choose you? The chamber begins injecting him. His blood flow, changing. A bargain basement detective, a second-rate demon hunter, as the new High Priest of Hell. Leviathan has reasons, D'Amour. It's playing you. Ah! Finally, I thought he'd never shut up. And as the chamber opens, a new Cenobite emerges. A new entry to Hell's ranks. There, an assassin sent to murder you, only to swell the ranks of Hell's new army. But one thing puzzles me, D'Amour. The uprising that Captain Spencer caused among the damned souls has been quelled. So then, what is this new army for? And we cut to the room where the man had sat. The box shines. The gold flows on a hand that's reached down to pick it up. The bum. He looks at it. and a voice comes out of nowhere and disturbs him. Put the box down. You think you want the box. You think you want to solve it, but you don't. It's Tiffany. My name's Tiffany. I opened a box like that once. Take it from me, you really don't want to. She doesn't recognise the bum. She's never seen him before, but we have. We know who this is. We know he serves hell. Do you want money? I'll give you $100 for it. But one way or another, she pulls out a gun, we can't let you leave here with that. And then he changes, mutating, eyes popping out his skull. What the... Jesus Christ! It's the Lament configuration Guardian. The fleshless dragon, the serpent of hell. It has the box in its hand. And all Tiffany can say is, shit.